Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Life by Design, a place where we help you design your life or build your life on purpose. Life by design and not by accident. Now, recently, I got a question from one of you, a subscriber, whose main concern was how do I do this? How do I live a life by design? Because everybody wants to live a beautiful life. Everybody may want to be successful, be rich, be healthy. Everybody may express a desire to go places, to become bigger. But how do we do it? My dear viewer, there are a few things I want to share with you along these lines. Maybe you are like that person who may be asking, how do I design my life? Where do I start from? What do I do? Few things I want you to understand, my dear. That you are the main architect behind your life. You are the main architect, the main doer of this act, of this action called life. And if God made it so, it means that whatever is necessary to make this done, whatever is necessary to complete this all action is resident in you. Accept the facts. So the first thing I want you to know is to believe the fact that you are in charge. You are in control. Be the master of your own fate. Believe it. There's no successful person, fulfilled individual you will meet out there who will tell you that he sat back and shared responsibility and things just happen. No. Each and every one of every person you meet, the successful ones I mean, will tell you that they woke up, took responsibility. So what I want you to know from the beginning is that your life is your project. Your life is your business. And from today, you are going to take it personally. You are going to take charge. You are going to take responsibility. Now, the moment you decide, my dear, then from that point onwards, refuse to blame anybody. Refuse to blame any circumstance. Refuse to blame anything in this world. Don't play the blame game. The government is not responsible for your condition. Your parents are not responsible. Whoever you have met in one way or the other, no matter what they did or what they didn't do, none of them is responsible. Take full responsibility. Believe that you can and decide to take full responsibility. Whether it is good or bad, whether it is beautiful or not, whatever life throws at you, take responsibility and tell yourself, this thing happened because I allowed it. Now going forward, I am going to make different things happen. I am going to make different things happen. Set sail. Go ahead and do it. You can make it. You can do it that way. It is not anybody's responsibility. It is not anybody's game. It is your game. So arise and play it the way you want it to be. The next thing I want you to know is that you cannot go any further than your belief systems can take you. For some of us, anytime you look at ourselves in the mirror, we define ourselves as our background. We define ourselves as our family, our school, our associations. Like we look at ourselves based on where we are coming from in this physical world. And yet, you are not the body you carry. You are not the flesh you see. The life in you, the you in you, that the real you, is more powerful, more able than you think. So believe. You are a piece of God. You are a piece of the power that made the whole universe. God is expressing himself through you as you. So look at it this way. You are like a small bottle, let me say that way, connected to a bigger tank. Bigger water tank, all right? And the two of you, both the small bottle and the bigger tank are also connected with a small tube. Now, through the tube, water flows from the bigger tank to the small bottle before it is let out. Now, if you look at the small bottle, you ask yourself, what quantity of water can this small bottle offer? In case you are there, seeking water to drink or seeking water to do something, and you look at the smaller bottle, just that, and you ask yourself, what quantity, what volume can I get from this? Now, looking at the small bottle alone, you may think, I may not get what I want. But remember, or if you see the bigger picture, and you know that this small bottle is connected to a bigger tank which has thousands and probably millions of volumes, tons of volumes of water, you will not look at the small bottle again, because you believe that whatever quantity of volume you need, it is not a small bottle that is going to give to you. The small bottle is just a conduit, it's just a vessel, and that the quantity, the volume you need will ultimately come from the bigger tank. Now, with that understanding, you can have confidence and take whatever the small bottle is given to you, no matter how small. Now, see yourself in this light. You may be small on the outside. You may look little in this earth. In your tent, in your body, you may look small. But don't forget, you are connected to the whole universe. You are connected to God Almighty, the maker of the whole universe. God's own power and abilities are available, working in you, through you, as you. So the only thing that is impossible for you are the things that are impossible to God. So if God cannot do it, then you cannot do it. If God don't have it, then you can't have it. If God cannot have it, then you cannot have it. But if God have it, and God can have it, my dear, all you need is belief. It's your faith. You can have it. Because your sufficiency, your connection is with God, not with men, not with the limitations of this world. So believe, think over and above, think beyond yourself. You are not the image you see in the mirror. You are beyond that. You are connected to a higher source, a bigger power, connected to an unlimited supply that can make anything possible. So believe. Believe that you can make things happen. Now with this belief, your whole self-concept will change. Next time you are talking about who I am, you will not go back and describe the village you are coming from. You will not describe the school you attended. You will not describe any of those silly, funny things. No. Those things don't describe you. Your true identity, your true wealth is inside you. You are a child of God. You are connected to something bigger and wider than you think. So take responsibility. Believe. Whatever happens, say to yourself, I allowed it, and I'm going to do a better job tomorrow. Set sail and do it. And avoid time and resource wastage. If you are going to design your life, or you are going to live a life by design, your problem will not come from lack of resources. It will come from lack of resourcefulness. For so many of us, the reason we may not take active active role in designing our lives is that we see more of lack in the things we don't have. Whenever we think of our dream and our goals, the things we don't have are the things that come to mind, and we feel so inadequate. We feel so far behind. The problem with man from the beginning of life has never been resources. There is enough resources in your way to make your journey a beautiful one. So set sail and go forward. Learn to be resourceful instead. In other words, where you are right now, what you have in your hands, how best can you put it to use? How best? What is the best you can do with what you have? Always think along those lines and produce the best result with what God has already put in you. And the more you do, the better you do, the more you put in your hands. There is more than enough available set in your path to make you the star you were made to be. So go forward to make this happen. So these are the things I believe you can do to really live a life by design. People, we can live our life by design. So let us awake. Let us remember that it is our 100% responsibility to make our life the way we want it to be. So we are not going to blame nobody. We are not going to blame no situation or no circumstance. We are going to believe. We are going to avoid wastage. We are going to learn to be more resourceful than to cry over lack of resources. And we are going to take action. We are going to do our part and see how life will transform, and see how best we can do, and see how far we can contribute to the joy of humanity and the glory of God right here in the land of the living. I trust that this helps you, or this answers some of your questions. If you have more issues or concerns, keep them coming. Together we will explore. We will learn with one intention in mind, to help us live our life by design. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again very soon in the next video.